All right, finally, my guy Young Thug. So he has been teasing music. He's been in the studio with Chance the Rapper. We're waiting for Slime Language whenever that drops. But in the meantime, he's saying that he deserves his credit for paving the way for rappers. Let's take a look.
I created this shit. I made the way for young niggas to open up and be themselves. I did this.
Right.
I got crucified. They called me gay. They ain't call y'all niggas gay. They called me gay, nigga. I made you tighten your jeans up, nigga.
All right, so in terms of getting crucified, he's only speaking facts. People were killing him for the outfits and everything. I believe even the Naked album cover. Can we say that he's paved the way? Because we've also talked about like Andre 3000 sort of opening the doors for him to continue opening the doors, right?
Yeah, I feel like, because I compared like 3K to Thugger in terms of like, I wouldn't just say style, but direction of not being scared to just be an artist. Like, it was one point in time where Dre didn't do the shit that Thug did, but people was looking at him crazy. You know, because he came out, he was rocking the Atlanta Braves jerseys, the Atlanta Braves hats, Falcon shit, all of that. And then once he got with Erykah Badu, it seemed, you know what I mean? Like, he took a real change in his wardrobe, all of that. But as far as Thugger, he has opened some doors, but I don't even know what those doors are really, as far as like in fashion-wise, because I feel like a lot of these artists, they look like fly-ass aunts.
Yeah,
like,
but I feel like he was the first one of this like new wave of rappers to really come with the crop top,
Yeah,
the super tight jeans, and then we saw Uzi with the bag.
Hold on.
One of the first.
I'm not giving the tight jeans thing. I'm giving that to Wayne.
Crop tops?
Wayne made it acceptable.
Although
with the
Cudi
jeggings.
did wear a
Cudi.
crop top.
Cudi
wore
wore the tight jeans.
The dresses, the cross-dressing.
Literally wearing women's clothing. Maybe that's what we should say. He said it. He was like, those are the sizes that fit me.
He definitely, I think he took all the daggers now. But you know what? I always say, like, when artists are demanding credit and reminding people of, yo, remember I was whatever, it's usually a reflection moment of them seeing other people getting praised for shit that they've been crucified for.
Right.
And now, like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, like, who the heck is rocking dresses other than Thug?
Uzi? Not dresses, but he had the bag, I remember.
Well, my nigga Uzi is wearing like dominatrix outfits. Like,
Uzi got on some shit like he's heading to a satanic ritual. Like,
well, now, but I feel like he had a phase in the middle.
No, he did have a time where he was wearing some.
Nah, he had a
funny
couple pocketbooks.
sheer
Like a
shit.
couple pocketbooks.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Be like, it's never influenced me.
You're so Harlem, I know. We're not gonna see you in a crop top.
No,
right
you're
now.
never gonna see me in that. And I don't know what it is to grow up in this era.
He made Atlanta niggas be able to be Atlanta niggas, bro.
What?
I think that's what you're trying to say.
Right.
All y'all Atlanta niggas that couldn't really express yourself like y'all wanted to because of these boxes on hip hop, I kicked the shit down.
He made it easier for the Migos to wear floral blouses. Is that what you're saying?
Well, but I don't think a lot of it is expression. I think a lot of it is just following. I don't think that these guys is like, oh, I can finally dress like this now because he's doing it. I think that a lot of that shit was just like them growing up. Like, if you see a young rapper that's from Atlanta or wherever, if he's 20 right now, when he was 15, that's when Thug's been out roughly like 5 years strong now, right?
Has it been
like
that long?
2013, yeah, about from 2013 to up until now, right? Like 5 years strong. So it's like, if he's seen Thug, I don't think that a lot of it is just saying, oh, I've always wanted to dress like that. I think it's like them just following what's the most popular thing to do, and then finding themselves as an artist and then using that because it garners attention. Like, if you're wearing a bag, if you're wearing a woman type bag, people are gonna pay attention because they like, dudes don't wear that.
Yeah.
But the thing that kind of throws you off is because these dudes, you hear about them, you like, nah, they give it up in the streets. But they got on a woman's bag, so I don't know how to interpret that shit. Like, I've never dealt with that from a face value standpoint.
Yeah, and I do get what Thug is talking about. Like, we see a lot of these artists now, their fashion choices, and it doesn't have to be like feminine. It's just odd. Like, you know what I mean? We seen Trippie Redd, that nigga, I don't know what the fuck that nigga was wearing even now. But you can't, I can, and maybe you guys think differently. I can't imagine Trippie rocking that if he was a rapper in 2010. I can't imagine him rapping that, rocking that. You know what I mean? So when Thug is saying he took the arrows, he's like, yo, I pushed the boundaries so far, yes, to the point where he was wearing women clothing, that basically all the shit that y'all wearing now, and people might just look at it and be like, yo, that's just whack. Yeah, I got crucified for for pushing that boundary that now you could just wear it and not get all the scrutiny.
Absolutely.
That I
And
did.
he don't even dress like that no more. Like he don't. I don't see him wearing like.
No, I haven't seen dresses.
Yeah, I haven't
recently.
seen
He's
nothing like
toned it
that.
down.
I mean, don't he got a pearl necklace on in this video?
That's not the same. Remember when he did the Jeffrey album cover? I thought that dress was beautiful.
Raiden
but
hat.
people had
Like-
so many issues with it.
Yeah,
Remember?
but you know what I think, and I think that was a big part of Thug's strategy, like him writing Bay under dudes' pictures and all that, because it
still
brought
does.
attention, huh?
Still does.
Yeah, but I think because again, I don't question. He got a bunch of kids, don't he? Like
Yeah.
I don't question his sexuality by no means, but it was just so outlandish for us to see some shit like that that it made you pay attention, and he had the music to go with it, which is an insane strategy
Yeah.
to get known, but it worked for him.
And that's why I wonder, so with other artists, we say it's like they see people like him do it, they do it for attention. I guess when he did it, I didn't feel like the core of it was for attention. You know, as much as like other rappers do that.
And by the way, in the extended version of the clip, he also said, I made it cool for y'all rappers to tote y'all dicks and y'all skinny jeans. I remember when that term was a thing. Like,
That was
I
like
didn't
the-
understand what the fuck it
Yo,
was.
the
Like,
first time I
I
saw
don't know if
that
that was,
was,
I guess it was an Atlanta thing.
it was the
but he
game beef, right?
definitely, he
I was so
definitely
confused.
kind of like put it on to the world,
Yeah.
like what dicks were, because I was thinking like, nigga, are you talking about your penis?
Do you remember
When he
this?
was talking
Yeah, I
about,
remember
he was
that.
talking
You
about weapons.
You
get
talking about extended magazines on
Yeah,
guns.
yeah.
But what's crazy is like, that's crazy to even say, and not from the standpoint of like, all right, not just the word, but we talking about fashion and firearms.
I know.
That's where America's at, where your gun is is an accessory on your outfit, something that causes destruction. That shit is insane.
Yeah, and I think that furthers the point that I think you mentioned. He made it known that as sweet as he might
Don't
look,
play with him.
Thug is about that life.
Yeah.
No, don't play with him.
He made that
Remember when Waka
very
said that
clear.
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Waka was like, don't play with him. It'd be Halloween for you if you play with him. Like,
Yeah, so I
where's the
think,
music? Fuck all that. Like, where's the
Where's
like
music?
if he was
Yeah.
actually gay, he would be probably like the father of like the quote unquote homo thugs. But you know what I mean? if he was gay, but he's not gay. You know what I mean? So he's like the Metro thugs.
All right, you guys listen to any of the songs that
Yeah.
leaked?
Huh?
You guys listen to any of the songs that leaked? There were a few songs
There's a
that...
few. So I heard one of them. The joint was Quavo on one of them joints.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a lot of features. If you guys
It's so
haven't heard,
much
we can talk about it
music
later.
to-
Yeah.
Man,
But we
so-
want the Slime Language
Yeah.
project, please.
Yo, listen, the Thug records a mile per minute. It's been definitely a concerted effort between him and Future, guys who drop music so frequently that they weren't going to flood the market. So I know we're getting a couple leaks from Thug, but I do believe he has like a project or 2 or 3 stashed up.
Yeah.
And the leaks that come out, whatever. I'm waiting for him to put out this project because if he hasn't flooded the market, I'm thinking maybe he's changed his approach. Quality over quantity. And if he does that, we might get a different result, because the last thing he
Yeah.
did was essentially he gave us an EP, but before that he did the joint one with Super Slimy,
Right.
him and Future.
Yeah. Well, you know, and even with like, I just wish people would somewhat stop on I did this, I did that, because, I mean, if not for Ludacris, you know what I mean? If not for Ludacris, if not for Outkast, not for Goody Mob, Big Gip, CeeLo, all these. CeeLo opened up the door for Young Thug. For like, CeeLo was dressing crazy and he was a part of Goody Mob. So it's like, it's so many people that opened up doors for us. Like, I just think pay it forward to the guys that did the heavy lifting and just like keep influencing the guys of now. We don't got to keep reminding them, yo, if I didn't do this, you couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Because if we talking in terms of that, like Outkast could just say, yo, if it's not for us, ain't no fucking Atlanta rap. Because that's when people started really taking Atlanta super serious.
Yeah, when people also say, like, start making those statements, number one, I always say it makes you look away, like you're demanding or you need attention,
Right.
or like you just need recognition because you might see other people getting more than you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, like, I think it's an acknowledgement of him that he got sons and grandsons. Like, I think Uzi's like a son of his. I think Gunna, I think Lil Baby, I think they're pretty much all influenced by Thug.
Yeah.
So when he says that, I don't think he's even dissing people. I think he just wants to remind people like, hey, listen, I know y'all fucking with a lot of these new rappers, but remember, it all came from me. The drip came from me. Okay?
Right,
Look,
right,
Thug,
right.
you got it, but let's just get Slime
Let's get the
Language when we
music,
get a
Thugger.
chance. That's
Let's
what we
get the
need.
music.